a playlist original.
Hey, what's up? It's your host, Tori, and who is ready to be petty? Welcome back to another episode of RTBP. I'm so glad you're here, and today is a very fun episode. It is a Patreon Unlocked episode, so you get a little sneak peek of what it's like over on Patreon, and my guest today is Kelli Williams. She is the co-host of Beyond the Blinds, and you may know her as Laguna Biotch. And of course, we had to dive into one of our favorite topics, which is celebrities in blue tiled pools. So if you like what you hear today, if you like these kind of one-off deep dives, if you want to hear more pop culture stories that we couldn't do all on the Sunday episodes, and if you want to hear more from your favorite guests, but a little bit more unhinged, you can do so at patreon.com/RTBB podcast. We are nearing our 1 year celebration, and we have two tiers. One is $5, which gets you, again, 1 year of weekly episodes and then new content every week that's exclusive to Patreon members. We have a Patreon-only Discord where we chit-chat about everything pop culture and things about our lives. And then you get a shout out on a Sunday episode. If you want to join our $10 tier, you get all of that plus a monthly hangout with me and a card in the mail from me, your own little personal snail mail. So again, if you want more RTBP content, check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/RTBP podcast. You can join for a month. There's no minimum. You can also join for a year and get a discount. All of that information is on Patreon. So without further ado, let's get into today's episode. Here's my conversation with Kelli. I'm back with a very special guest, Kelli Williams, aka Laguna Biotch from Beyond the Blinds. Kelli, how are you?
I'm so good. I'm so excited. Thank you for having me.
I know. I'm so excited too, especially because this topic just came out of the blue from one of our group chats, and I was just like, this is something that I need to talk about.
I'm excited. I was telling someone about the topic and they were like, this is very specific.
It's very specific, but that's what I like about Patreon is we can get into these kind of cultural moments and not have to worry about I don't know, hitting all of the news from this week or whatever.
For sure. I'm excited.
So obviously on Beyond the Blinds, you cover a lot of paparazzi experiences. You've interviewed Dax and I forget his co-host name. Adam, Hollywood Raw and stuff like that. What is your favorite kind of paparazzi shot?
I mean, I love when it's a quote unquote candid kiss and they pull back and stare at the camera looking all shocked. That's got to be a favorite.
Yeah.
And then I love product placement ones where
oh my God, yes.
like Chase Crawford's really good at them. I'm like, why am I looking at a picture of him with a Diet Coke walking through a 7-Eleven parking lot? I don't know, but I know.
100%. But it's so weird with those because it's if you didn't have a keen eye, you would just be like, oh, he's getting a gas station drink.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my God, but it's actually something. Yeah, I love when people are coming out of a grocery store or whatever with a drink with the full label in their hand, just delicately holding it to not cover any of the wording.
I always think of Lauren Conrad with her Red Bulls. She always had a sugar-free Red Bull in her hand.
Oh, that's so iconic. Also, I never drink. I haven't had an energy drink probably since college because in my binge drinking days. And then I went to this music festival 2 weeks ago and I had half a monster. I split it with a friend and I almost fucking died.
Yeah, I'll have a Red Bull every once in a while, but it's maybe twice a year.
Yeah, I was like, am I on drugs? But I will say it fucking worked. way better than like a coffee or something
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really like those paparazzi pictures too. And like I just like iconic ones like the Kristen Stewart cheating scandal, or like ones that are just burned in like my retina.
Like Sean and Camilla walking with their cups.
Like with nothing in them, so slow. Like,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Or like I love when Paris Hilton, like, you know, when she walks and she crosses her legs really
Mm-hmm.
far over so the pictures are like look like she's a model. Like that's just so, it's just so fun to talk about.
And I guess I really like that now paparazzi talk more, obviously. And
Mm-hmm.
they're like, if you go to, Craig's or Nobu, paparazzi are there, but you can go to 100 other restaurants and no one will bother you.
Totally. Like that's why every single time you see paparazzi in front of these restaurants, you know that they wanted their picture
Mm-hmm.
taken.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get that because actually, honestly, most times a celebrity is papped, like they want, but I feel like if it's not like a really long angle, long shot paparazzi picture, it's like they probably knew they were there or they
For
called
sure.
them themselves, because it's like there are celebrities that we never see out in the wild.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll see like Meghan Markle. I feel like recently there's been like pictures of her like going on hikes and walking to the market with like a bouquet of flowers and stuff like that. And I'm just like, this is set up. Like,
I
this is
mean, I'm
fake.
sure everyone's sick of hearing about Taylor Swift. I'm even sick about hearing about her. But like,
Me
she
too.
wasn't photographed for how long?
Like
And
6 years with Joe.
yeah, like, don't be silly. If someone like Taylor, or who'd you just say? I'm sorry.
Meghan Markle.
Or like Meghan Markle, if they want to be spotted, they will be.
Mm-hmm. 100%. But there is one specific genre of celebrity paparazzi photos that we're going to be talking about today, and that is blue tiled pools. Like, literally, that's the genre. I feel like all started back in 2008 with the Nick Lachey and Vanessa Lachey pictures, which is what was shared in our group chat. Because they're just like I actually like don't even know what to say because it's just so absurd to me.
And what's so crazy is when we had Dax and Adam on from Hollywood Raw, we asked them, like, were there any photos that you came across that you couldn't post?
Mm-hmm.
And Dax mentioned these photos. He gave us like a blind item about them. I'm like, no, this is the Nick and Vanessa pictures. I've seen them. But like even TMZ passed up on these pictures because of how like
Risque. Yeah.
and I'm like, if TMZ is like, no, that's saying something.
100%, because these are like fucking sexual. So, okay, we're gonna rank. There's 6 sets of celebrity blue tiled pool photos. We're going to describe the photos, chat a little bit about them, and then at the end, we'll just maybe rank them, talk about which ones are favorites, all of that stuff. So, as we were saying, Nick and Vanessa Lachey were caught in a Mexico pool in March 2008. Life and Style, the tabloid magazine, published the pictures basically of them having sex at a private resort.
100% having sex.
Yeah, because you know when there's photos and you're like, oh, like they could either just be making out or having sex and you don't know. Like I feel like that's common in like Bachelor in Paradise and stuff like that. This is like, no, they're like full on banging.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
Like, it's so bad. So, okay, there's 4 photos, and one of them, they're just like making out. Vanessa's like hanging over the side of the pool. It looks like it's kind of like an infinity pool, or like some of the water like goes over the edge. And then there's just a picture of Vanessa's foot like fully in the air, like maybe over Nick's shoulder. Like it's actually so cringy. And then one where he's fully railing her from behind.
Yeah. I can't believe that these pictures were actually published.
I know. And on the cover of a magazine and then just like in a grocery store.
Yeah. I remember seeing it in a
bad.
magazine and being like, these people are having sex. Like,
yeah, 100%.
There's no denying it.
No denying it. The caption says, check out Nick's face, because this is the other thing of why you can tell that it's real, like that they were, it wasn't set up, is because they have no idea. Like, he's in the throes of like a fucking orgasm.
He's like mid-thrust.
He's mid-thrust in the third picture. It's so cringy.
And it's so tough because like Nick and Vanessa now annoy the shit out of me. But during that time, I thought they were like sweet and like a cute couple. And it's not that they're not. Their privacy was literally like beyond invaded.
Yeah, 100%. Like, this is wrong. Like, this actually feels wrong because they were at a private resort and the pictures are like blurry and obviously taken from like very far away.
Mm-hmm.
But I just also can't imagine having sex like this in a pool.
No.
Like with the chlorine and stuff, I don't know. I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know. Oh, I feel I don't want to get too explicit, but I just feel like I don't know. I just feel like that's like a infection waiting to happen.
Yeah, you got to drain that pool before anything happens.
100%. So their lawyer was contacted after these pictures were released. It was Marty Singer. He sent a letter to the magazine threatening a lawsuit, stating the photos that were taken of our clients by a Mexican photographer violated Mexican law and were a clear invasion of privacy. And we have threatened to take legal action against third parties who published the photos. And then later, Nick addressed the pictures to another tabloid, OK Magazine. He said, "Where's the scandal? I was in Mexico with my girlfriend celebrating our first anniversary together on a private vacation. It's not like I was caught with a Mexican hooker. We've all gone out and had a few too many and done something stupid. We've all made mistakes."
And like the worst thing is this wasn't a mistake. They're just a couple. Like
100%. Yeah. It's like when I can't think of a good example. I guess maybe Tommy and Pamela Anderson, like when their videos were leaked, like where it was like a couple making a video that was supposed to like stay between them and then was leaked. Like, this kind of seems like you're having sex in a pool and you think you're by yourself and then you're not.
For sure. I mean, this isn't as like risque, I guess, but there were pictures of Zac Efron years ago, maybe like 10 years ago, in his hotel room, and he was walking around his hotel room butt naked, as people do. And then like someone must have told him, "Hey, your ass is everywhere," and he had to go out and put towels over the glass.
Yes. Yeah, Justin Bieber had those those dick pics from vacation. Yeah, it just, that sucks. Like when, or Kate Middleton was sunbathing topless on a yacht.
Oh,
and
yeah.
those pictures got leaked. It's like she's just trying to, sunbathe, do something like really common. So, okay, our next one is Jennifer Aniston and Justin Theroux. They were in Cabo San Lucas in Mexico in August 2013. They had been dating for about 2 years at this point, and they went to Los Cabos like all the fucking time.
All the time.
So
and no,
many pictures.
Stay with sometimes.
Who?
Fucking Joe Francis.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, like they would be at his mansion quite often.
That's so weird. They seem so much like classier than
I know.
Like, so they are making out in this pool. He's wearing like aviator sunglasses. The blue tiles, crystal clear, and there's two smart waters, perfectly perched in the background. So, she was repping her water, and they look cute. They look happy.
For sure.
They were posted by Fame Flynet, which is a celebrity news and picture agency. They broke up a few years later. Do you think, were they like a real couple?
I think so. I do think they were real. I definitely think that when we did Jen's episode on Beyond the Blinds, we were actually like shocked at how much her blinds were her real life, or like what we see in tabloids. It was all pretty much like all he does is cheat. All he does is cheat. All he does is cheat.
And she was like the good,
the sad girl
partner. Oh no.
Yeah, so I don't know if she somehow like got in with Enty, but it's wild. Very rarely are the tabloids the same as blind items.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, that sucks because she's like so hot. Like I just can't imagine. Like I love how I'm like, yeah, she's hot, so there's no way she could have like an unfaithful partner or something like that. But
it's like if I had Jennifer Aniston, I would never fumble that back.
No, literally. And like Justin Theroux has fallen off. Like what has he been in lately? So yeah. Whatever. He was only famous, I feel like, during this relationship. So
I agree with that.
Yeah, but definitely PG. They're just having a quick little makeout sesh in the pool.
Justin showing his back tats off.
Yeah. That was a good look. Like I like
good looking couple.
Yeah, they're a hot couple, like for sure. Yeah, and she's like in some of the other pictures, she's wearing like a bikini, and I'm just like, ugh, fuck. Like sucks to be me. Like
so funny.
Okay, let's move on to our third set of photos. This one, obviously, we're going to talk about like sensitively because they are of David Spade and Naya Rivera, who's passed away. But this was such a shocking blue tile photo dump because this was the first time we had ever seen them together.
And also, when it's an Entertainment Tonight exclusive, please know that David Spade and Naya Rivera were very aware of what was happening.
Yeah, they paid for this. And like, I just remember the Twitter response just being like, what the fuck? Like, this is the most random couple like we've ever seen, because at the time she was 30, he was 52. So huge age gap. It was in March 2017 in Waikiki in Hawaii. And again, like just no signs of them ever dating before. And I just feel like when you don't like see them around LA and then all of a sudden they're on vacation together, you're just like shook to your core.
I mean, get ready for how many people have dated David Spade. Are you ready for this list?
No.
Laura Flynn Boyle.
Yep.
Krista Allen, Julie Bowen, Sarah Foster, Heather Locklear, Nikki Whalen, Jillian Grace, Nicolette Sheridan, and Naya Rivera.
Why do these also range from like young to like old? Like, oh my God.
I
Heather
know.
Locklear, like she must be in her like 60s.
Yeah.
And Sarah Foster?
He also dated Brody's ex-wife, Brody Jenner, Caitlyn Carter. He dated her.
Caitlyn Carter? Oh my God, that's so embarrassing.
I know. Oh, he's rumored to have dated Pamela Anderson, rumored to have hooked up with Carmen Electra.
How is he getting all these guys? What's his height? Like, he gives me short king energy.
Yeah, he's definitely short. I don't know. This is wild.
He's 5'7".
So he's probably like 5'5".
Yeah, like literally 5'5". And in 2023, he's 58.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about these pictures, and I'm not trying to speak badly about Naya, please know that, but she loved a planned paparazzi walk. You know?
Oh, yeah.
So, like, seeing those pictures, I was like, oh, this is so staged, it's not even funny. Like, they're looking at the camera, they're giving it to Entertainment Tonight as an exclusive. Like, they wanted people to know they were hooking up.
Totally. They're, like, accessorized. like, yeah, 100%. So he is in, again, you can't, like, this is so embarrassing because it's like, you're obviously an old man, and then you are wearing the biggest old man fedora like I've ever seen in my life. So he's in a fedora and some gold Ray-Ban aviators, and then she's in those like very trendy in 2017 big sunglasses with the like straight across top, I guess. She looks beautiful. Like she has that hair, like the perfect hairline, and she's the type of girl when she comes out of the pool, her hair is like perfectly pulled back, where I'm like wet rat.
I look like George Washington.
Literally, I look like a bald, like absolutely just disgusting, a bald rat, and she looks like her hair looks fucking perfect. Like,
Right.
it's so annoying. Yeah, and like just perfect teeth and like whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was super random, and they were seen a few times after this Hawaii trip in LA, but then they broke up. And there's a TMZ video of David Spade talking to paparazzi, and they're like, "Where's Naya? Where's Naya?" He was outside of Craig's, obviously. And he goes, "Don't believe everything you see in the pool."
I fucking hate David Spade.
I feel like he really thought he did something with that.
For sure.
They're like, okay. Like,
I need to know what he must have, like the biggest, best dick in the world or something. Because how does he pull these women?
I don't know. Like, obviously he's like funny, but like,
How funny can you be?
no, I know. That's the thing. Like, if I had to list like top 10 funniest people in the world, like he's not even cracking the top 100.
And I always hear that he's not nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I just feel like he's one of those celebrities that have been a celebrity for so long that they're not nice. Like, kind of like Ellen DeGeneres.
Mm-hmm.
Big Ellen vibes. Okay, let's move on to our next photo set. It is, okay, is she, couldn't remember. Is Jessica Shore, whatever, however you pronounce it.
Zor, yeah. Jessica Zor.
Zor. Okay, is she your favorite or least favorite? I can't remember.
On Gossip Girl?
Yeah.
He's neither. Like, I don't
okay.
like I don't understand the Vanessa hate. I get that she was annoying, but like they all were. So I think people were like very unfair to her and how much they disliked her.
I just like because I read the books before the show came out.
Okay.
So when the show came out, I was like, this is like the best moment of my life. But in the books, she is a bald, like probably like gender queer person, and then she's like a hot, I don't know. It was just like they totally butchered the character of Vanessa from the books to the movie, I feel like.
Yeah, and in the show she was annoying for sure, but like so was Serena, so was Dan. They were all annoying. And I love the show.
100% me too. Okay, so she's in Italy with her boyfriend at the time. It's June 2014. His name is Tommy. Again, please don't, like, I guess this is Patreon, so they don't care about how I pronounce the last name, but like Kaya
Right.
Like, it looks okay. So he is a Italian entrepreneur who founded a company called Royal Yacht Supplies in 2011. And then Jessica Zor from Gossip Girl, she was 29 at the time. And they're in a pool looking super cute. He's actually so hot. I looked up pictures of him afterwards and I was like, man, he is like really fucking hot, and Italian.
And these pictures, they're just hamming it up.
Yeah, like they're so fucking fake. Like they're literally posing like this picture that we're looking. She has one hand on his neck and one hand on the side of the pool. And it's like, you know that they pose these because they look like engagement photos.
Yeah. I don't know what they were trying to do. They were really trying to sell us that something was going on, but
yeah. But like nothing was going on. And then a month later, so this would be July 2014, he's seen yachting and like sea doing with Selena Gomez, who was 21 at the time, in the south of France.
Isn't it interesting that he is hanging out with yacht girls, and he will call them yacht girls, and he's a yacht entrepreneur?
That's what I was thinking. And like they're in Portofino and then the south of France,
sure.
Like very like Mediterranean boat, like rich vibes. Like it's fucking sus.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Jessica, poor thing, posts a cryptic Instagram story about like people betraying like one another. I don't know. Selena and Tommy, they looked fucking fire on the see-do. Like they looked like a cute couple. Even though like, do you think 21 and 28 is a weird age gap?
I don't know. Like for me, yes, but I don't know. I think once you're like over 21, it's kind of like
it gets better. Yeah.
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 I don't know though. Like when I was 28, I don't think I was like hanging out with 20-year-olds.
No, because like I'm 30, so like pretty close to 28. If I talked to a 21-year-old, like I don't know. They just seem so young. They look so young. Like
yeah, but I think like with celebrities, you have to remember like they do actually get older younger.
Yeah, no, that's true. Especially Selena when she's been like a child actor, like
For sure.
had a lot of responsibility
What,
growing up really fast.
21, she's like in between Bieber stages. She was through it. She's been put through it.
100%. So they're seen, I think like honestly, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that this same trip is because she's wearing the white one-piece bathing suit. This is how much of a fucking creep I am. Is this the same?
The Cara trip?
Yes.
I think so.
I fucking knew it.
I think it is. I'm not 100% sure, but I think.
I just thought like that's weird that it's on a yacht and she's wearing that one-piece bathing suit because like I feel like they wouldn't really like outfit repeat almost on vacation. But yeah, if people don't know what we're talking about, there's pictures of Selena Gomez and Cara showering together on a yacht, and she's wearing the same bathing suit where she is with Tommy, and they're like jumping off the side of the boat, and he's like holding her in a towel, and yeah. Very cute. So yeah, was he dating her or was she hooking up with Cara and just hanging out with him?
I think if you see like a young pop starlet or model with Cara Delevingne, you should maybe just assume.
Literally. So was Jessica just she didn't get the memo?
I mean, Jessica's blind item life is she's a huge yacht girl.
Interesting.
So, and like she's also very close with Nina Dobrev, and
right.
It's a bit layered for Jessica.
Yeah. So I guess this all makes sense. Okay, let's move to our fifth photo set. These I feel like live rent free in my mind.
These are pictures that I saw and I said, I cannot believe I'm seeing these pictures.
I know. Okay. So like, where were you when you saw the
basically
Chalamet? Like, oh my God.
I, again, couldn't, these are worse than the Nick and Vanessa pictures, if you ask me.
Yeah.
A million times worse. And there's video, like, this is wild.
Okay, so Timothée Chalamet is with Isa Gonzalez in Cabo San Lucas, which is in Mexico, June 2020. So also, because it was June 2020, I feel like we were just starved for paparazzi pictures and celebrity gossip. So I think that's why, again, these blew up. She was 30 at the time. He was 24. They had a summer fling. They were like hanging out in Cabo for like 5 days. Then they went on a hike in LA. It was right after he had dated Lily Rose Depp for 2 years and then like broke up with her. Which they had those iconic boat photos, which is like another iconic paparazzi shot. But they were seen hooking up in a tiled pool in Mexico. She's in a yellow bikini. Are they having sex in this picture?
It looks like it.
Wild.
Yeah, these were other pictures where I was just like, this feels wrong.
Yeah, this feels dirty looking at these. And he had the haircut. Like, this is a bad haircut time. Like, it was just too long. It's like falling in his face. It's not hot.
I think it's also uncomfortable because I always think of Timothée Chalamet. It doesn't matter how old he is. He's always going to be 19 to me.
Well, his body, okay, like, I hate talking about people's bodies, even though I feel like I end up doing it a lot on this podcast. When you look at his body, it looks like Justin Bieber when he was like 16. Like, it looks, that's why I don't, But I guess, like, they're not. But, like, when you look at his body, he just looks like a teen. Like, he looks so young. Oh, my God. There is video. I hadn't seen the video, but I will be clicking on that when we finish recording. Like,
It's definitely intense, definitely not planned.
okay, so
I do not think that these were
yeah.
planned photos because, like, I feel like Timothy got so much shit for how he was making out with Lily Rose Depp
Yeah.
that, like, the last thing he wanted was another thing like that.
Yeah, for sure. No, that makes sense. Oh God, this is so bad. So he's in like a navy blue bathing suit. She's
No, those are
in
boxers.
those are underwear?
Yeah, that's underwear. That's not even. Those are like boxer
No.
briefs.
Why is he in his underwear in the pool? That's so uncomfy. The weird part is there is a few pictures where there is another person there. So it's like, is this post bang sesh? Like, where did this person go during? Like, it's just fucking weird.
Yeah. These ones are pretty rough.
Oh no, there's a picture of his like full boner in an orange bathing suit. Oh my God, this is NSFW, you guys. Please, like, please be careful.
You have to be mortified when pictures like that come out.
Yeah, this is when I feel bad. Like this type of stuff, and when people's like iClouds get hacked.
Yeah.
That's like when I feel really bad for celebrities, when it's like that's such a violation of their privacy.
Right. Again, because it's like, yeah, they're just doing normal things.
Totally. But yeah, so they hooked up, but like we're not ever seen together, like seriously.
No.
After that.
Mm-mm.
Do you think he's still with Kylie?
As
like a PR thing?
I don't think he was ever with Kylie.
Yeah, you think they just hung out for a few
Well, the thing about
tabloids?
sorry, I don't mean to like jump down your throat and interrupt.
No, I love this.
The thing that makes me so mad is all their quote unquote pictures together were just of their tinted cars from the side going in and out of people's driveways. That could be anyone in that car.
That, I know, that pisses me off so much when it's like, that's zero evidence.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just people, I guess, speculating. But there was those pictures of him and his sister, Kimberly, from Sex Lives, of college girls in her backyard.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. They're a couple.
Yeah.
I think the Kardashians are trying to brand themselves as white girls again.
Yeah.
And how are you going to do that? You're going to maybe date Timothée Chalamet, and then you're going to connect Kim Kardashian to Tom Brady, the whitest man on the planet? Come on.
100%. Okay, so she said in one of Hailey Bieber's YouTube videos, she currently has a celeb crush, but she didn't want to say who it was because she thought that it might actually happen. Do you think she was referring to Tom Brady?
No, so some tea for you and your Patreon members. He's creating a men's line of Skims. That's what's going to happen.
No, because Kate, doesn't he have a line of something?
He has his own like menswear.
So you think they're going to do a collab?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, because his menswear site, I heard this on a podcast from, the podcast is You're Doing Amazing, Sweetie on the Ringer Network. Amelia and Zach were talking about how his menswear website has the like title, subtitle or whatever, breaking the internet in this new line of menswear or whatever.
Yep.
So, oh my God, they're fucking planting the seeds.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, that's so annoying to me. So, like, who does she fucking date next then? That's the thing I don't get.
I feel like she has to date someone, or Kim we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
I think it's someone in the political sphere or like a lawyer, like an entertainment lawyer or something. I don't think it'll be I think it'll be like a businessman type.
Right. So someone with a lot of wealth, but not necessarily like an entertainer, actor.
Yeah. Or maybe even like an agent. Well, I guess agent or manager wouldn't work because her mom would probably be pissed. But I think it'll be way more of like someone with power, but not necessarily a Hollywood actor.
Like,
or
yeah.
celebrity.
What about like NFL or NBA?
I think they have to be retired and doing their own business thing. Honestly, I
Yeah.
think if J-Lo and A-Rod didn't have their big blow up, I could picture Kim and A-Rod.
Oh yeah, that would be
Or
perfect.
like, I know Derek Jeter's married, but like Kim and Derek Jeter makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. And they have to be like, I guess, like those men are also like very iconic in their
Mm-hmm.
sports and
Mm-hmm.
then doing well outside of it too.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's talk about our last photo set. This is the most recent set. This is, I feel like, the photo set that started this whole trend, but Josh Allen and Haley Steinfeld were spotted somewhere in Mexico this month, July 2023. Josh Allen is 27. He's the quarterback for the Buffalo Bills, and he broke up with his longtime girlfriend, Brittany Williams.
So there's a lot of drama that I'm finding out about this breakup.
Okay, spell.
So this is all
Tell us.
alleged,
Yeah.
but allegedly over Halloween weekend last year, Josh cheated on Brittany and got caught, and she found out and destroyed their home that they had together. Like destroyed it allegedly. And allegedly he had her sign an NDA so she can't talk about it, can't talk about the cheating, and he paid her a $4 million like stay quiet money. I don't
Fuck.
know if any of that's true, but we did get that DM on Beyond the Blinds.
Damn. This is, I feel like, an interesting case to me because they had dated since college. So they knew each other pre-fame,
Mm-hmm.
pre-NFL money. And then, I don't know, breaking up and then moving quickly to like, would you call Haley Steinfeld A-list?
I would say name recognition. I think people
Yeah.
know who she is.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's true. Yeah. Well, okay, so she obviously Pitch Perfect, Dickinson, like she's doing a lot of stuff, but she's gonna be in Marvel.
I was also gonna say she was in that like No Country for Old Men or whatever, like when she was really young.
Yeah, yeah, and I wasn't she nominated for
An
Oscar? Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So I feel like her level of acting is like really like serious too.
Yeah.
Like it's not just yeah, in like superficial stuff. Like it's like real, quote unquote real acting. But yeah, I feel like once she enters Marvel level of fame, like this is gonna be nuts.
Yeah. Yeah. And I said this on Beyond the Blinds. I kind of miss like celebrities and quarterbacks being together because that was like early 2000s. That was a big thing.
One
And
hundred percent.
and I did think Josh Allen was like a sweet little boy. I will say his TikToks, he is always meeting people on the sidelines and being nice to fans. And so I think he's just an athlete that cheated
Yeah,
because
classic.
he didn't need to pay her allegedly $4 million.
Yeah, that's something is going on there. But
Yeah.
yeah, and he got drafted to the NFL in 2018. So he's been like around the block for a while.
I think his last two seasons were like his big breakout. Like,
Right.
I'm a pro.
Right. Right. That makes sense. So they were first spotted in New York. He was asked about her by paparazzi or whatever. He said no comment. And then they were seen in these pictures in Mexico. They look cute. Like she's wearing a sun hat that I could never pull off. It's like kind of like a bucket hat, but it looks like it's like straw with some like loose.
It's very Haley.
It's very Haley. It's like boho-y, like
Yeah.
yeah. And she's wearing big sunglasses, and she's holding on to him for dear life. But they look like they're having fun.
Yeah, I feel like these are actually, I think they might be my favorite pictures
Yeah, me too.
because they're
Yeah.
just wholesome and seem like people having fun. I don't, obviously, invasion of privacy for sure, because I don't think that these were like totally planned.
No, I don't think so either. Just because of the for me it's like the blurriness of them. It means I feel like these were taken like a kilometer away. So like they don't know that someone's taking pictures of them.
But I could be totally wrong. Maybe they just wanted to hard launch their relationship, but I don't know. They're not giving me like planned pictures.
Yeah, 100%.
Also, his ex was so pretty.
She's gorgeous. She has like almost 200K on TikTok. I'm sure she's going to be fine as like an influencer, but I feel like it's rough when like you are the college girlfriend, you support your partner through college football, which is brutal, and then getting drafted into the NFL and their first couple years adjusting, then he fucking like cheats on you and dumps you. Like absolutely brutal. Like
no, I know.
Definitely in terms of his celebrity status, this is a big bump up. Like the pictures of them in New York, she's in this like oversized cream blazer.
They
she
look
looks fucking
incredible.
chic. Yeah, they look really fucking good together. Like sorry Brittany, but like they look really good together.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I really like her.
Me too. Her blind item life says she's a lesbian, so it's kind of funny.
Oh, interesting.
But I mean, we always say this on Beyond the Blinds, like in blind item world, there's basically no such thing as bisexual.
I was just gonna say, I feel like she would be a bisexual queen, though. Doesn't she play a lesbian in
Dickinson? Yeah.
Yeah, in Dickinson. I need to watch that show. But like these photos of them, also the way that she's like holding him in the pool, like that screams like in like couple.
Intimate, yeah.
Intimate, very intimate. Yeah, she's like clinging, like his like head's on her chest. Like
she's being the big spoon.
Yeah, it's cute. It's really cute. I'm kind of upset. I've like talked myself into them. Like I like didn't give a fuck about them before, but
I do think they're my favorite out of all the pictures.
Yeah. The one last thing I'll say about them is allegedly he bought a house in California in Dana Point, which recently, but she lives probably, I'm assuming, in LA, which is like 2 hours away. So I'm like, maybe it's not that serious, or maybe she's gonna move closer to him, or I don't know. But I was like, that's kind of weird. I don't know, to move so far away from your partner.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Okay. Let's rank these. So your favorite is Josh Allen and Haley Steinfeld?
Mm-hmm. And then I would probably say Jen and Justin.
Yeah.
And then I would go Nick and Jessica. Not Nick and Jessica, I'm sorry.
Nick and Vanessa.
Sorry.
Yeah.
David, Spade, and Naya. And then Timothy as my last.
This is bad. I feel like this is controversial because it is a breach of their privacy. But like the Nick and Vanessa is just so iconic. I feel like that's my favorite. And then I would say Jennifer Aniston and Justin Theroux, Timothy Chalamet and Isa Gonzalez, Josh Allen and Haley Steinfeld, and then wrapping it up with David and Naya and Jessica and Tommy. Like,
oh, I forgot about Jessica and Tommy. They're like not even on my list.
Literally though, like barely like hit the radar. But I am happy that she introduced me to Tommy.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's someone to watch, I guess. Who would you want to be caught in a pool with? In a blue tiled pool?
Out of that group or in general?
In general.
I'm like,
I know who you're gonna say. Brittany Snow.
I was thinking Brittany Snow because she's my number one like celebrity crush. But if I wanted it to make like an impact, either Cara Delevingne, or Rihanna.
Oh my god, Rihanna would be so epic. Like in a blue tiled pool in Barbados. Like
I think she has a blue tile pool picture of her screaming at her former billionaire boyfriend.
Does she?
I think. If you type in Rihanna pool fight with boyfriend, it might come up. Okay, they're on the side of the pool. They're just
they're sitting in loungers, but if we were to pan out, it could have been a blue tile pool opportunity.
For sure. But
we missed out for sure.
Those would be my two. Who would yours be?
Honestly, right now, I'm obsessed with Jeremy Allen White.
Oh, okay.
Like, he's just doing it for me. I feel like my long-term, my like forever crush will be Justin Bieber. He could have the, he could do more like dong out photos. Like,
Not dong out. That's so fucking funny.
but like if it was present day July 2023, I would want to be in a pool with Jeremy Allen White. He's just, I don't know. I just watched The Bear.
Yeah.
And
I get it.
It's a problem. It's just, he's like, I feel like he's approachable hot.
Yeah, I get it. I do. I get it.
Okay, any last words about paparazzi photos, pool photos?
No, I think just like people listening, like try and remember that if people, not every time they get paparazzied, like a lot of times they want to be photographed, especially if they're at Nobu or like some big restaurant that people go to.
Totally. Or if the image is like crystal clear because the paparazzi was so close to them. Or if they're holding a product with the label turned out, you can almost guarantee that it's set up. Where it's blurry or they're in like bushes and stuff like that, it's probably like an accident. But
honestly, if it's like a Kardashian or Minka Kelly, just know that they wanted those pictures taken.
God, that's so funny. Ugh, amazing. Okay, Kelly, this was super fun. Where can the listeners find you and anything else you want to plug?
Yeah, absolutely. I co-host Beyond the Blinds with Troy McKeety. We have a Patreon. We do 2 episodes a week, one public, one Patreon. So make sure to check that out. Also on Instagram, I am Laguna_Biotch.
I love that. Thanks again for coming on.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me.
And there you have it. Thank you so much for listening. And thank you to Kelly for joining me on today's episode. If you want to hear more episodes like this, join us on Patreon, patreon.com/RTBP podcast. And if you want to follow along with me on socials, I'm at RTBP podcast. I hope you are safe and healthy out there. As always, I'm your host, Tori, and I am ready to be petty. See you soon. Bye.